participating in some fashion.
Yeah, I think that the sooner we're out there, the better. I mean, people start getting it on their calendars. Even if things tweak, it's better to just kind of have people aware of it.
Yeah, we just keep updating it.
Mhm.
Okay, so I did not get a chance to speak with Bob Glowacki.
I'm going to do that after this meeting.
Okay, and I'd also be happy to follow up with him, but I'd like to get, our Facebook page up for us and start putting this calendar on our website. And then we're going to need some language, which we will get to when we look at the sponsorship package, about how we can encourage others to participate. Is there any, things, or Barbara, that you want to be adding to this calendar at this time, or even other dates for the calendar that we want to add that specifically might be around, what's happening at the church, or what's happening with the Historical Society?
I think in the spring, we're going to do kind of a display at the church of some of our historical material from that time.
Okay.
I want to be careful about, I don't want to make it look like the church is sponsoring worship events or anything like that, but I'd like to have like a non-denominational service at the church at some point, but.
In the spring?
Yeah, in the summer, but I wouldn't want the church to feel like they, I want to keep church and state
Separate?
sacred and separate, but yeah.
All right.
We are working on the first installment of the street series on the Bill of Rights, and there'll be both a special exhibit at the museum and a program and an event, and we're looking at scheduling that probably during this July window, so
Oh, good, okay.
I will let you know as I.
Is that going to be a display?
There will be probably, I'm working on a display as
Okay.
well as a program.
Okay.
That'll be a dialogue.
Okay. And-
More to come.
I'm sorry, and so you're saying, I just want to get back to you, Emily, on the non-denominational service, but also then some historic?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get in our archives and bring out
Okay.
things like the piece of the Revere Bell and,
Okay.
stuff from back then.
Okay, that would be great. And you see that happening next summer too?
Maybe like launching the display in the spring,
Okay.
but having it up for the summer. I'm doing a class at the church with my folks. I mean, others are welcome, like in the spring, like the church and the revolution, so,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
It was the church had a celebration of their founding of our building, the building,
Yeah,
and that's in the archive somewhere.
yes, that was in 1790, though, so that's post-revolution. But yeah, all that stuff's down in the archives. Very,
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we can also talk to Bob Glowacki just about other like upcoming events, like they're to be determined, because I think that can draw people in too. Does that feel right to you? And also, I'm also thinking all of your events. Is there a chance I can get, or we can get kind of the list of what we're piggybacking on?
Oh,
Is it
sure.
all on the calendar already?
Yes, so the movie is our, it's like a swap for our summer concert series.
Okay,
So that's piggybacking.
that's Park and Rec, okay,
Tune and Fork is Park and Rec.
okay,
Black Hawk is Park and Rec.
okay.
Brass Band.
All of them is Park and Rec? Oh, okay.
I think it's the town special event budget, but it's one that Park and Rec manages.
Okay.
So we'll call it that, Tune and Fork.
Oh.
Kayaks.
Geez, what aren't you? Okay, that's great.
The Independence Festival, that's not us. That's what fireworks is.
There is some concern about how much Parks and Rec is doing for us,
Yes.
so maybe-
Some are like existing events, though.
That's what I tried to explain,
Yeah.
but it didn't go over.
Fair.
Karen did a good job at the select board meeting.
Thanks.
When she was there.
There was pushback on that, how much Park and Rec is doing?
Yes.
Like
Because
they're
mo-
doing too
because-
much, or?
Because most of it really is piggybacking.
That's what I think people don't understand is how much we do. I think people think
Yeah.
of them as like town events
Right.
rather than, which they are town events.
Right,
It's just
right.
Park and Rec runs
Right.
them. And I think people don't understand that.
So how do we educate on that, Julie?
Well, I can do it again at the select board meeting. I thought I was pretty clear, I thought you were very clear, but I still have one member that's concerned about the intern.
Oh,
That we
okay.
need to solidify that.
Okay,
I don't know who to contact or who has a contact, how to get them,
how to get one?
yeah.
I have a contact.
Yeah. Of course you do. So Caroline, all right, so can we talk about the intern for a minute if you're getting pushback on it? And Joe, I want to be mindful of your time, because I know you
You're
said
fine.
you need to scoot. What's the timeline we would want the intern, do you think?
I know they get out of school the end of May, so I would say like post Memorial Day, and then at least for the rec management and policy department, which has the program and event management major, they require an 8 to 10 week internship. So I would say 10 weeks
So Memorial Day, 10 weeks.
to 10 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Is someone already in mind, or are they looking for someone?
The major has about 200 students in it, and they're
Okay.
required to do an internship
Uh-huh.
as their senior capstone. So every year they send out about 50 interns in the summer. So we would be competing with other departments, other event spaces for an intern, but
So this
it's a
is,
unique
this is an
experience.
existing program?
Yes.
Okay.
We hired 3 interns from the program this year in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
We usually hire two to three.
And what is the cost for that 10 weeks?
We pay at Park and Rec $15 an hour for 40 hours.
Do some quick math.
I think we've got 10,000 in here.
Right, but
So
did
about
we,
600 a week.
yeah, so we just want to make sure we've
6,000.
got enough. So it's 15 times 40.
I think we had talked about the intern doing things like organizing
So it's-
tent at Swayze Parkway.
So that's
volunteer.
6,000, so that's $6,000, so it's not even the full 10 if we have them for 10 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
I'll put
actually,
down 7. just-
Huh?
I'll
Yeah.
put down 7 just.
right.
in case.
And do you want me to come to the select board meeting again?
I'll let you know when we put it back on the.
Okay.
Back on the
Okay,
agenda.
I mean, I'm good at begging for money, so that's kind of what I do for a living. And what do we see as a job description for this person? I mean, I see a primary part of it is trying to get our volunteers coordinated, not even just for the summer, but for even after they're gone, right?
Mhm.
So volunteer management, event coordination.
Event coordination, I would say like day of on-site coordination, because they would be the person who would be at every single event.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I'd be willing, and maybe send a draft to you to look at try to put together a job description and
Great.
send it to you for your eyes. Does
Yeah,
that sound okay?
sounds great.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. but
Yes.
I really, I mean, if we can have this person particularly during this 2-week period, but also have
Mhm.
them kind of look out in terms of, maybe working with all the organizations that are also being
Mhm.
involved to make sure that they have the volunteers they need and
Mhm.
what volunteer opportunities there are. And 'cause I
Karen, we have job descriptions for our summer interns at the museum. I can send you that you can use as a template,
Thank you.
and then make some adjustments to.
That would be wonderful, Joe. Thank you.
Caroline, are those rising seniors, or have they already or is it a master's program?
All 3, yeah. So we've had rising seniors, we have people who have just graduated and just need the internship to
Okay,
get
get
their
it
actual
done.
diploma.
Yeah.
And then we've also had some students, they do a 5-year master's program, so it's 4 and then 1, a 4 plus 1. So we get some students who have finished their undergrad and are going into their master's.
Okay. So that sounds good. So just to kind of close this up, we're gonna talk to Bob Glowacki, start getting the calendar out there, get our social media up there.
I think we want to advertise what we're looking for donations for.
Oh, yes, can we do that? Can we talk about that when we talk about the sponsorship packet?
Sure.
I would rather do that. And I'm not, well, let's talk about that. I mean, how do do we just put it up on our website looking for donations? I mean, I
Yeah.
wonder if we want to be more strategic about
Rather
it.
than specific.
Some targeted some targeted asks, I think are always okay.
I think so too.
Definitely.
I'm not sure I don't, my opinion is I'm not sure we want to go public saying send donations, because I don't think we're formed enough yet. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to, obviously, everybody's input.
And also people will be like, well, it's a town committee, I already pay my taxes, versus if we're saying, this is what we're doing, would you like to contribute?
Right.
People I think
I
are,
don't still feel like we have enough
Yeah.
folks around the table yet.
yeah.
The buy-in, I think we're still kind of in noodling mode in terms of just putting the framework around it, but, besides, we're gonna get that $25,000 grant that Julie's reading. Wouldn't that be amazing?
No, it's 2,500.
No, it's
What am I doing?
25,000.
What am I doing?
No,
No, Julie.
No,
Oh,
Julia,
the director
Julia
of
at
the
the library, yeah,
They
yeah.
kept calling her Julie last night, and I was, what? Doing what?
Okay, so, why don't we take some time and take a look at the sponsorship opportunities packaging?
I think they're printed bigger, but I also printed them as little
Perfect.
booklets.
yeah, those are great.
You did a nice job, thank
Thanks.
you.
Oh, I didn't see the booklet version.
I have a question for you, Caroline, about, how much of your
Inside out,
time
inside
is
out.
being charged to
Oh,
Parks and Rec?
And all my time is charged to Parks and Rec, from my understanding?
All of your time?
Is Parks paid up from Parks and Rec?
Okay, well, there might be a change there, so
Oh,
there's some concern.
okay.
But I have a meeting after this about that, amongst other things, so.
Okay. So let's take a look at this. I think maybe what we could do first, which will tie back to what we were talking about, is the last page about getting involved. Any thoughts?
I want to comment that it's a made-up email address that I put on there. It would be great if we had one.
We need an email address.
We need an email
I can
address.
talk to Bob Gillespie about
Placeholder.
that. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that looks like a good one, though.
Yeah. Easy.
Of the semis and, what is it called? I always forget the name. 250 semis.
Oh, it's semi-sesquicentennial.
The at Exeter and Edge.
What?
I was joking.
No, let's not do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You would never get a single
You would
email.
never get a
Yeah.
single one.
Okay. Any suggestions for edits?
You talk about the contact page?
I'm talking about the
Okay.
volunteer, get involved page.
Okay.
Oh, it printed kind of weird,
It's
I
a-
see.
You printed it.
I was having issues with our printer. I'm the only one in the office this week, so I was like, ah!
Oh, here, get it all.
This looks good. Do we know with the T-shirts, that Renee had talked about that website where we don't have to produce the T-shirts, you can go on, we have the logo and whatever
Right,
website
right.
on them, and people can go online to order them, so.
I haven't, I don't know what it is, but
I forgot the name too.
we can find it pretty fast. It might even be in past minutes. I
Yes.
can take a look. So we're not ready to move forward with swag though, are we?
No, I just, it's gonna cost something to set them up, and I just need to know that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not free to host a thing.
I think they usually take a portion of your sales, from my understanding.
Okay. Do you remember the name of the company?
There's several
Okay.
that exist, because I know other organizations use different ones, but I'm not sure which one
Okay.
you were leaning towards.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd really like to do it that way rather than have the inventory
Oh,
structure.
for sure. No,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Print on demand, it shouldn't be that.
Yeah, right. No, print, yeah, people could just order the swag for themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It gets delivered right to their house. It's the size they want, the color they want.
Right.
Exactly.
I know the UFO festival always ends up with like children's sizes and triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna, I mean, no. Any swag we get, we'll just, print on demand.
Karen, I apologize that I have to leave in a moment, but I
Yeah.
did want to, this package, just sort of make a comment from the museum's perspective.
Sure.
Which is, as I go through looking at the packages that are available and stuff, and the naming conventions, and then some of the things that are specifically listed, like Heritage Craft Fair, Revolutionary Cookout, Colonial Costume, some of these sorts of things. It's our picture on the front, our building, and our event, which I don't mind. I'm happy to share that stuff.
Wait a minute, I'm like looking at this quick.
This one here is the
Yes, yes,
the
yes,
Live
yes,
Gilman
yes.
and our.
Yes.
I worry a little bit about
Branding.
about the cross-pollination. People are
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
well, I already gave you guys money, or whatever.
No,
Like,
that's a really
there-
good
There is
point,
some
Joe.
concern on our end.
Yes.
Yes.
About, this is a big fundraising year for us too.
Yes, yes, no,
And
you're
I-
absolutely right.
And I have no problem at all with
So I
the
can
work and the intention of the commission, the formation and the need of fundraise and all those sorts of things. I have no problem with any of that. I just, as I watch it, there are opportunities here, I think, to maybe be a little more precise. I don't think it's avoidable. I think there's going to be, not confusion, but just sort of the overlap is gonna be
Well,
there.
so to your, maybe not on this one, because we're not, but maybe somewhere, both on the website, our packet, our language disease, maybe we should have a statement about the collaboration with
Yeah.
AIM, so that it's clarifying. And I agree with you completely that,
I can switch the picture easily.
and.
We need a better picture. Is there any way that,
Hey,
you
you
know
need a
the
different picture.
excuse me, different picture. I'll fix that. Is there any, you know the militias better than we do. Is there any way that we could stage a picture, get these folks with their guns and everything, and stand them in front of the Powder House, which we've kind of accepted as our not connected? Because even this picture here
It's not really.
has Citizens Bank rather prominently, and we can't get rid of that. I mean, we can't just like fuzz it out.
Oh, I can like crop it
But,
better.
you know, if maybe we could ask Joe
Grab
to
it
do
the
a
wrong
picture,
way.
he's a great photographer, he's been helpful with us. If we can find the militia and say,
Yeah, when it comes to the reenactors, I don't have a problem
Reenactors?
yeah, it's, because they're not all militia.
Yeah.
Some are militia, some are colonials, some are, you know, so, what I would probably do is, I can hook you up with Bob Davidson, who is with the First New Hampshire Regiment, and who's
Mhm.
very involved in all this sorts of stuff. We probably should already be having that connection.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd be happy to do whatever might be needed to help. The other thing, of course, is, they don't always show up together and do this sorts of stuff, right? We are having them together in October or in November as part of our Beer for History series. But I can make that connection with Bob. And again, it's not, I mean, the picture, I'm not salty about the picture being included.
No,
It's-
Joe,
no, we get
no,
that.
no, we're not
But I
taking-
think you're right, I think there might be some
Yeah,
confusion.
no,
that
no,
this is
no. I mean, it's a great
Mhm.
photo, but it's
Revolutionary
AIM.
War
Well, we use the
Festival.
photo first,
Or
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
So when it
Yeah.
comes to just, and I'm not coming at it from an intellectual property standpoint,
No.
I don't
It's,
really
we get
care.
it, yeah, I think we're fine, and I think, I mean, so
Just
could
follow
you,
through
would you be willing to help coordinate that at the Powder House? Joe gave you the
yeah.
information?
If we can get,
We don't need the whole militia.
no, we just need like
A couple
4
of them.
people
Yeah. Well,
standing in front of the.
And I think if
Powder
there
House.
was a specific request to Bob that they might be able to do something, because the other one that we use, that's the First New Hampshire. The other militia we use is like out of Acton, Mass, is the militia that will, or the colonial militia that will
Yeah.
come up. So that's certainly part of it, and literally the other piece is, I look at our corporate giving packages, and some of it is, you know, not indistinguishable, but there's considerable overlap with some of the language, and so, because we're also gonna be going out, getting festival sponsors, and I think part of that too is just a need to be, sort of clear in the sandbox. And I'm not talking about marking off, well, you can't talk to these guys, you can't talk to those, but let's just
Yeah.
communicate
We
with
have
one
to-
another so that we're not
Absolutely.
targeting the same
Oh, definitely.
major donors, and then they kind of don't know what's going on, and so I think that that's important to do.
So, because Joe has to leave, I think we can review the packet in terms of the sponsorship levels, but I think are you okay with that?
I don't know, I just wanted to raise it, I mean, you
Yes.
guys do what
But
you
then-
need to do.
But then, what we should absolutely, as we think about approaching potential sponsors, we absolutely need to conquer and divide. I mean, there may be perhaps someone large that would like to do both.
Yeah, I mean, and I will say this, the tail has no intention of wagging the dog. Like, I'm not telling you you need to change what you're doing to accommodate us. We're not coming to the table, with our shoe banging on it and saying you have to do it this way. Just expressing that the more that we can work together in a granular fashion around this kind of stuff, I think we otherwise run the risk of potentially alienating some people or
Right.
confusing people.
And I think we need to think about that, right? How, timing is everything. We want to have our ducks in a row. I think having a statement about the collaboration between us and AIM, and maybe all of our partners, how important that is. But we do need to look, particularly during these times, we need to look through a donor lens on how we're going to handle this. And I think that's a discussion we should have more than, who's going to call who.
No, and if you identify sort of your sponsorship group that's going to be doing that sort of work, maybe we can collaborate around, how we're doing that in a way that nobody gets, confused.
Maybe we have to clarify that on the front page, like the Exeter 250 Celebration Commission bringing you a bigger Fourth of July celebration this year. Like,
We're not going to Smith it sitting here now. I
Yeah.
do think that it's something just to be cognizant
Yes,
of. And as we
definitely.
move forward,
yeah.
again, we're not trying to drive the bus, we're just trying not to be in front of it. If that makes sense. And we want to be as helpful as we possibly can. We're here to
Yeah.
be a resource, not to be a drag.
Yeah.
So just wanted to put that out there, having reviewed the.
I also want to clarify that in the event-specific area, I drafted this in the spring when we weren't really sure like what we were doing. So they were just kind of placeholder events, so I need to update it with our actual events.
Okay.
So that is a little
So
side
are
note.
you okay to continue to manage this document?
Yeah.
So maybe we want to mark this up, like pull this picture out and say, new photo of,
Yep, I already deleted it.
here. Is there any other graphics, that we want to?
I need to put the logo on there, I just haven't done
So
that yet.
maybe,
Oh, can I ask a question, though? So at the meeting, when we presented the $5,000 donation to the American Independence Museum, how did that go?
Karen did a great job.
Okay.
I did bring up if we start this, we're going to have to start donating to every nonprofit.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's the point is that,
Right.
which won over one of our select board members.
Okay.
That it is just this
Yeah.
commission, we have a one-year budget.
right, it was a one and done. This is not about,
Uh-huh.
I gotta tell you, it's not a donation, it's a sponsorship.
Right.
Yeah, we have to clarify the language for that.
Yeah.
So did it pass?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
The whole budget hasn't passed yet
Okay,
because we haven't
that's
filled it in, but
Okay.
there seemed to be agreement or a consensus about
Okay.
it, so I was.
Okay, Joe, thank you for your time.
Sorry, Sydney,
No, thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks, sir.
Very good. Thanks,
And
everybody.
thank you for sending me that template.
I will.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a good rest of your day. To that point, do we need to change the back picture?
That
The town hall?
one, we can, I was sent like a bunch of pictures, and that was just the one I chose.
Okay, so why don't we pull that, why don't you pick something else?
I can,
And then,
yes.
You
and
might
we'll,
want to do the sign that's right out front. It's not a pretty graphic, but it's something we can
Right,
use.
yeah.
Maybe fuzz out the flag behind it or something.
Yeah.
what, I'm sorry?
The sign out front that has Exeter capital of the
Oh,
Revolutionary War.
yes,
Yes,
yes, got
that's a
you.
good idea.
Yes.
There was some like historic ones that Bob sent me, so we'll just put those up and see.
And then obviously incorporating the logo. Okay. Anything else that jumps out initially? I'm talking about just kind of the graphics to make sure we're good. Okay.
No, I think you're good.
The contact us page, I'm doing low-hanging fruit first, in case you hadn't noticed. The contact us page, again,
Placeholder.
yeah, but- yeah.
Maybe do a QR code.
Yeah.
That goes to what?
That would go to the
We'll
email
eventually,
address
yeah,
or the.
The
or
website,
yeah.
once we have a website.
Okay,
Just for those of,
so we should ask Bob, we can ask Bob to create it.
yeah, that's a very simple
Very easy.
thing.
Yeah, you can use all your graphics.
Okay. Okay, so I do want to get back to the get involved, volunteer with us. Let's see, there was a few things here. Instead of saying just the event, of the events being hosted, right? Or is it, it's not just one event? I'm looking under volunteer with us.
Yes.
So that should be,
Add an S.
don't you think?
Got it?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I'm just gonna change it from kid zone activity helpers to activity helpers.
Yeah, good. I don't think reenactment,
Support
Because
is
that's gonna
needed,
be
not
AIM.
us. Yeah.
just parade.
Yeah, what was, I missed the conversation about the parade. What is the setup for that? You had talked about starting at the SST.
Well, I think that happened at a meeting I wasn't at, where they said they were going to start at the SST and then march downtown toward the bandstand.
I
Can
think
we
it was
come
all a
back to the parade
suggestion.
after we do this? Because I
Yeah.
have some parade
Yes,
questions.
let's do
too.
that. What, can we do that when we get to committee member updates? Does that
Sounds
work?
good,
Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
I don't think the parade was determined,
I don't think
but the
it
day
was.
was.
No, we're still
Yeah.
not, yeah.
Yeah. Website. This is the big one, is your organizing school community group planning a 250 events. How does this share your 250 events with us? Does that language good, folks?
I like it.
Okay, good. All right. So there's not a ton of changes.
No.
All right, let's talk sponsorship. Let's talk, I want to be mindful of time. So we may not get it done today, which I think is fine. It's 10:30, but I do want to at least get us started. And I think Joe makes a really good point.
Oh, yeah.
So, now, we know we have already one Powder House sponsor, which is
The Rotary.
Rotary, right? Are people comfortable with the dollar amounts?
What are we hoping to get to?
55,000?
Yeah.
55,000?
There was one budget question that I did have after watching the select board meeting, that it sounded like it was our fundraising efforts were not to exceed $55,000.
That will probably be the vote.
Okay.
I was trying to explain that we have a fund for donations.
Right.
And if we exceed that, then the money goes into the general fund
Okay.
or to maybe Parks and
Bigger and
Rec.
better.
for
Well, I was
whatever.
like, my only thought was because we had talked about a drone show in the past, but it was very much like if we can get a sponsor, but that's like at least a $50,000 cost.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah.
So the only question I would have is, do we want to have a $100 level sponsorship? I think some people like having their names listed,
Yeah.
you know, but feel that maybe 250 is a little too steep, but they'll do 100, you know.
Okay.
And I don't think it would take away from the other ones.
And what would we call that?
Liberty Bell.
Sure, that's a good one.
Liberty Bell? Love
Something
it.
like that.
Musket ball.
No, I think Liberty Bell's great. Thanks a lot, Barbara, that's awesome. And what, is that name listed in program and on website? I mean.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's the same?
Oh, yeah, that's what's tough.
What could we give for 250 that maybe isn't a? Yeah, because at 500 you get the social media. That's a good question. I mean, the let's see.
Swag, you get a t-shirt.
Yeah, like is there some kind of swag we're giving out?
Were we thinking thinking of getting small enamel pins made like that? I think we were.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm. The library was going
Those,
to do that.
Well, not the ones the library
They're
makes.
just doing the simple pins.
Yeah, doing a nice one, you know.
Like the Exeter ones that are
Yeah.
like this big.
So maybe for $250, you get a commemorative
Commemorative.
pin.
Yes.
You're firing on all.
I know, doing great. So far.
The ideas.
What is how to spell commemorative?
COMMERATIVE.
Thank you.
Just don't ask me how to spell vacuum. When you grow up with a mother that spelled it VACUME.
I can't spell anything, so don't play words.
Okay, and so then the $100 sponsor is this is the same as what's under Spirit of 76. Spirit of 76, we're adding the
Yeah,
commemorative
we
pin.
could just do that 100 to 250 or something. If we're going to offer them the same.
No, we're not. We're only, at the 250 level, you're gonna get a commemorative pin.
And that would be for the other levels too.
Yes, good point.
Yes, because it says everything in that package.
Yes.
so-
Right. Okay, and then, yeah, just for the Liberty Bell, all you're getting is
Your name.
listed, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. I will look into, does anyone, well, you might know where to look for commemorative pins. Have you had them made for?
No, we still have a probably 50 that we got from the town.
Heidi's org
They're little.
has a good place that they use.
Okay.
They made some great
Nice.
ones that
Okay.
look really
Are
good.
they like enamel or the stick pin kind of?
They're enamel, they look really good, and then, you know, they have the
Oh,
pin
through the back?
through the back,
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Would you look into that?
yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
I'll ask her right now who they use.
And can you get us a price on it?
Modern
Mhm.
technology.
Yeah, let me put it on my thing.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else on the sponsorship levels? I mean, I think we did spend some time at one meeting cleaning these up, so, I
They're pretty
think
tight.
maybe, how about if we do this? I think, didn't we also have a discussion about that it wasn't, we didn't feel like we wanted to bring up business names directly during our public meetings, right? Could I give everyone a homework assignment to kind of think about some number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not a huge laundry list of businesses you think that you know that we might be able to approach. And I'm not asking you to approach them at all, just to bring maybe that list, and then we can noodle how we want to best approach, that opportunity. Does that seem fair? So I know there's, not everybody is comfortable doing an ask, and we can work through that, but certainly contacts of, businesses or even individuals that you think might be interested in investing in this. And I would say, also come in with an idea of maybe what level you think they might be interested, because that could maybe help us play into the budget a little bit. And I will follow up with Julia on the bank application for the grant.
Yeah, there's another grant, and I don't know if this is the one Julia was talking, but it's for community arts programs, but just for special events.
Do you know who it is?
I don't know if it's the National Endowment of the Arts, it's a federal grant.
Oh, okay.
So.
That application
Might
will
not-
be a bear.
Yeah, it might not be there. But
Well,
no,
Yeah,
might be a
Definitely
waste.
look, so
Yeah.
I'll do that.
okay.
Are there any groups that we are not approaching, like if it's a partisan political group, or are we going to say we're not going to take donations from those groups?
That's a really good question.
Mhm.
I can't answer that, but
Mhm.
I
I'd say
think,
not.
yeah. Pardon me?
I would say not, since it's the town committee.
Okay.
Let me pull up what Corey sent about what we need for donation exceptions, because I believe everything has to be approved by select board.
Could you send that to us?
Yes.
That's really good to have.
If there's highlights, I wouldn't mind hearing them.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I need to just remember what it is.
So Hetty says that the people that made their pins, it's called Your Stuff Made, and it's an ethical manufacturing.
So maybe they would even be a good resource for our T-shirts, if it's particularly if it's
Ooh, yeah.
ethical.
Yeah, I can,
If you don't mind doing that research,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
sure, glad to. Yeah, I mean, we were very impressed with their pins.
There's an organization that does a fairly big festival coming up on Labor Day weekend, if we're not giving specifics, that uses Minuteman Press with easily,
Sounds appropriate.
right here. You know, they might be on the Stratham side of the road, I don't know, but.
They just moved next to Front Row Pizza.
Okay.
Oh,
So now
but
they're
do,
excellent.
but do they do shirts and pins and all of that?
do
I'm
all
not
the
sure.
shirts.
I
I'm
did
sorry?
print
They
these
do all the
there.
shirts, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so we should look at Minuteman Press as well.
Yeah, local business would be great.
All right, so we'll look at them.
Thanks for bringing that up.
I will reach out to them on T-shirts and stuff, so that way we can compare and contrast them.
Sure, sounds good.
And it's an appropriate name.
It is, they can splash their name all over it, it would work.
Well, and maybe they might be interested in some in kind as a sponsor or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's awesome. Anything else that we, with regard to sponsorship?
Yes, I asked the Historic New England what their plans are for Exeter in the, during that year, and at least for that period of time, they're going to open the Lad Gilman House every day for a fee, instead of having it be free.
Lad Gilman?
Garrison.
Gilman Garrison, I'm sorry,
Okay.
and that's about it.
They're gonna open it for free?
No, ticket and fee.
Okay.
So should that be on our calendar of events, or?
I think that's up to us. They didn't give me that, would you please, ask. but,
So when will it be open? What's the time frame?
Around the 4th, just,
All right,
they
well,
hadn't stabilized what they're
People
doing.
do ask about it, they ask us about it all the time. I'm in town, is the is the Garrison House open? And we go on their website. and look at it.
Sometimes.
Yeah, the answer is sometimes.
do it
So
on
if we had
Festival Day,
if we had a
yeah.
good commitment from them, it would be nice to
Okay.
publicize it.
So Julie, can you check on that and get
Yep.
some dates? And is it, I'm sorry, Historic?
Historic New England.
Thank you.
Mhm.
They concentrate mostly on Portsmouth and Maine.
It's time for them to beef up their Exeter.
Yep. Well, they did a lot of work on it, but, okay.
Okay.
Maybe if they know we're interested, then maybe that would help.
Yep.
I mean, even if they had it open for those 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They worked with Heidi's group to open one of the properties up for Pride. And, so if you show interest, they're pretty good
Oh,
at,
okay, good.
at opening something up.
Recommendations, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe if we give them specific dates and say we'd like to have it open for those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That way
would be
we.
great visibility for them, too.
Yeah.
It would, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, usually if you let them put out a, table, so people can get memberships, which aren't that much, and you can go to places all over New England,
Right.
they're happy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe, Julie, you want to ask them too, I mean, not only have it open for those 2 weeks, but have a table during the festival downtown for, memberships.
And actually, other events too, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe it's just a matter of asking and
Yep.
inviting, right?
We have a contact if you'd like one.
Do you have one, Julie? Or would it be helpful if Em gave it to you?
Or I could
See
connect
if
you
it's the
all.
same one.
Okay.
Pardon me?
So
See
we
if
can
it's
see
the
if it's the
same
same person.
Okay. That's good. Okay, anything else before we move on to committee member updates? Seeing none. Who had, you had some, no, Emily, I'm sorry.
I
I
did-
mean, you had
Yeah, I just, I'm sort of
Apologize.
one of the spearheaders for the parade.
Yes.
And I just want to save the dates out there for folks so they know. And what I'd like to do is just write both an email and a hard copy letter with the committee's logo on it and everything, just saying, Boy Scout troop, Girl Scout troop, whatever, I'd like you to save the date and because we'd like to have you march. If I write that and bring a copy of that to the next committee meeting for approval, I don't think it's too early. I think we should
No,
start
I
getting
think
this
that's
out.
great.
Okay. Do we have a start time that day? Have we looked that long? I don't know that we need to have it if we just say save the date.
I think we were thinking before the Independence Festival
Yeah.
opens, right?
Weren't we
Which is
gonna
like
do
10?
it weren't we gonna do it at like 9?
9.
Yeah.
I thought 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
9 a.m. It's also going to be cooler then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is the logo I sent via email sufficient for you to add? I did send the
Yes,
JPEG
I think
of
that's
that.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is certainly not high res here.
Is that what we want on the lapel pins as well?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, I will see. Heidi says that they got theirs for like $1 a pin.
Oh,
That's
nice.
nice.
So, yeah.
And
Nice.
it might end up being sort of like a brass with the black outline and the date.
Yeah, I
Not-
think yeah.
Doesn't have to necessarily be in color.
There's a there's
I
a,
think they will do it in color.
yeah. No, I think that'll be really nice.
Mhm.
I think that's great, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
So who's going to spearhead the parade? Will you be?
I mean, I'm glad to be one of the, sure.
We haven't asked Beth Dupel yet, have
I
we?
have written to Beth, and Beth has a lot on her plate right now. She gave, when I was at the brass band concert handing out some of the flyers, there was a gal that's recently retired, that's worked with Beth a lot. Beth gave me her name and she hasn't gotten back to me. So I will follow up again, but because she's literally said to me right here, we were outside, and she's like, I'd love to join your committee, and that she's done a lot of parade work.
See, that'd be great, yeah.
So.
Could just be a vacation thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'll follow up
Yeah.
with her again.
August is tough.
Yeah.
I'm glad to reach out to groups and coordinate them.
Yeah,
But I certainly don't need to lead the parade, literally, go figure.
Come on.
Thanks, no thanks.
So, like, as far as local bands, schools out, so.
Oh, lean on Tim.
Yeah.
And
I
there
mean,
are-
if
there are
we
other
give a
groups like drum and bugle corps in the
That's
neighborhood.
true.
But they would want to be.
I mean, I'm gonna cast them net wide, we're not doing it right on the 4th, so I think that's gonna
Right.
give us
I
some.
think that is gonna be such a
you know,
benefit to
yeah.
us, that we're really focusing on when
Mhm.
the broadside arrived and that
Mhm.
leading up to that, because, yeah,
But, I wanna hit all the
yes,
places that would.
yeah, that's great, that's great. And if you wanna send it to me ahead of time, I can include it
Yeah.
in the packet.
That's perfect, okay.
And we had talked about, like anybody, kids decorating their bikes, and would that be, we had talked about it being the day before, so we could do it, with the kayak event, like parents are going out.
That's a
in their
really
kayak.
nice idea, I like that.
Would you do that through the rec department? Like,
Yeah, we could, and partner with the police, because I know the police
Yeah.
do their, the
Oh,
bike
that's a
safety
great-
thing.
Oh, nice.
So that would be a good.
All right, so
should make it
Now you're
bike
adding
and
another
stroller.
department I have to deal with budget.
Barbara, I'm sorry?
Bike and stroller decorating.
Yeah, we had
Yes.
talked about mobility,
Mobility,
Yeah.
anything
yes.
with wheels.
Anything with
Yeah,
wheels.
just wheels.
And that would be on the 10th, the day before?
Yeah, so the
What about like floats that are community organization?
Yeah.
That's there are some usuals.
Yes, yeah.
That's a
Well,
best
so,
to give
and
us
that's
a-
where, we could actually, could we include that on the blah, blah, blah?
I think I have it as an event-specific
I love
sponsor,
the
like a
things on
parade
with wheels,
sponsor.
the bikes, I love
Remember
that.
the,
Yeah, what are we calling
Playing
it?
cards in the spokes.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
why don't we, under volunteer, right? Maybe we have, or participate or something, just maybe can we do something about the parade? So that, come decorate, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Like, everyone's welcome, anyone with wheels, so I think participate in the parade,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Which, and we can even say the date and the time, we know that now.
Are there any fees for contingents from like businesses? Sometimes parades have fees, so.
I don't know
Oh,
Sometimes
Entry fees?
also they get paid.
Yeah, I don't know what we do
That's what
for the
she's
holiday
talking
parade
about.
here, and I'm glad to follow precedents, but.
that. Yeah, you know, I think they do if they want to
Okay.
participate, but.
do you want me to ask, I can ask Beth Dupel. I need to
Yeah.
follow up anyway, so I can ask Beth Dupel what the participation fees, does that sound?
Yeah, well, for just parade fees, like, I think it's one thing, like, the Girl Scouts are a nonprofit, I don't think they
Right,
need to
right, right,
pay a
right.
fee, but like, if you're,
Your
Joe's
business.
House of,
Well, sometimes you see that there's what's it, Chapel or Chapel, like they do their tractors, right? So,
Right,
like, are
right.
they, okay, I'll
Like,
ask her,
yeah.
I'll ask her.
because you're getting advertised.
But do you, as an organization, pay bands, or do bands get paid to come in?
They do.
Yeah.
I thought so, yeah.
That's
Oh,
most of
right,
the
yeah,
cost
so you
of
can
the
kind of
parade.
turn that money around
Right,
and pay it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the select board were surprised at the cost of the parade. and
Holiday
because it's a-
parade?
I
yeah.
heard, yeah.
Yeah, and, yeah. And
So-
they didn't, what?
So, you're comfortable, like, writing the little thing about the
Could get
parade, like this
sports
all wheels are
teams,
welcome,
kids'
all wheels
Oh,
are
those are
welcome.
welcome, yes.
And then come decorate.
Yes.
Come decorate your wheels during the kayak.
That would be
Some
fun.
sports teams maybe.
Um,
Make it a real
With the
down
parade, so
home.
for the holiday parade, the town supports the holiday parade by $5,000, but I know they fundraise like for a lot,
They do.
a lot more.
Yeah, I think that's why we put it down
That's
for like 15.
Correct, because we took into account that it costs a lot more than $5,000
Got it.
to do the parade.
So maybe,
It's also my birthday parade typically. So it's kind of.
all right. So is that in there, the sponsorships for the parade? Does that have?
It's just the event specific.
Parade sponsor.
Yeah.
Good. Where is it?
Maybe I added it in.
It's right there, yeah, it's about
Oh, it
five
is on
down,
it.
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, event specific, and are these all correct now?
No, these were placeholders,
Oh,
but
we
I
need to go through this, guys.
yeah, I started to edit this.
All right, well, maybe we might not get
We
to
have
that
like
today.
6 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll edit these next week. all right?
Yeah, even if people want to like individually email me their edits or their thoughts,
Okay,
I can take a stab at it.
yeah, remember, you can email one
One
person,
person.
and you can't email the whole.
And what, can you tell me about the cookout a little bit, or
Oh,
is that gonna take
sure.
away from time, precious time?
No, so the cookout is the clam bake.
Clam bake.
Oh,
Yes, so
So
we're
you're
gonna.
gonna update that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
So
changed
we're
it.
having, who was it, I forget?
Foster's,
Foster's. we're
yeah.
gonna
Oh,
do
good,
down-
so,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
I know them, so
All right.
that's awesome.
You know the
Yeah.
Foster's folks?
Mhm.
Maybe they'll cut us a deal.
Maybe.
Okay, and we're not doing a drone show, that's for sure. I wish we could, but we're
I
not.
know, it'd be cool, but
It's so expensive. Okay, all right. Anything else? I want to get back to committee member updates. Are you good with?
I'm good, thank
All right.
you.
So,
Go ahead.
for the events, for the historical walking tour with the plaques, that's gonna be up for 2 weeks, or at least 2 weeks?
I'm working on that with the library, I
Okay,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we were hoping to get that up for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Kind of like the walking book.
Yeah, a little like the walking book. I think
Yeah.
Julia and I haven't really
Awesome.
gotten too specific on it, but.
I mean, another thing.
That sounds great.
We have a laundry list of
Yeah.
lots of ideas. It would be nice though, and again, maybe we can do this next time we meet, is to come up, like, I was talking with Joe, and we were talking about doing a community book read, right? And he had a book in mind, and an author lives in Maine, I can't remember who it is. But maybe we could come up with a few that then gives us the opportunity to reach out to some of these like to Water Street Bookstore and
Yeah.
to AIM and say, would you be willing to do this? It's their thing, but do it as part
Or
of the
the lit
250.
Oh, I'm
festival,
sure
the
they
lit
would.
festival?
Like a lit, yeah, but I'm thinking like a town-wide
Okay, okay.
book group. Where
Okay.
a book is selected.
That's
And we do a
great.
read, and then maybe we bring the author in to
Love it.
to come to town hall.
I'm sure Water Street would love to
Water-
do
Water
that.
Street
Steph
would
would
love
do it,
that.
yeah.
They're great at that.
As long as we know early, like my book club plans all of their books, we plan for the next year in December, so.
Yeah,
It'd be nice to have it.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I can't remember the name, but, yeah, but, so can we talk about that, like some real targeted things of way, like, I know, like, the high school has certain things they want to do, so, anyway, I think.
And like the children's sidewalk chalk event where maybe we were gonna cut a ribbon. We talked about that, where that might fit.
Kick off on the 21st, maybe.
Where, yeah.
No, the opening ceremony is going to be on the 27th.
Oh, I remember what you were saying when we were doing when the sidewalks, not the sidewalks, but the crosswalks
They're
get painted.
crosswalks.
Will get
Yeah, we're
painted.
not gonna go there.
Okay.
We can't go there, it's too expensive, and there's
Got
too
it.
many rules of the road.
Oh,
kind of
got it.
thing,
Okay.
so.
I mean, and to be honest, I think, the bicycle, the wheels decoration will be great. I think another way we could potentially get kids involved, and I don't know, mine had littles, they painted windows, store windows. That
The
was
rec
so-
department always did that.
That was
Yeah.
so much fun.
And
Yeah.
I feel like at Christmas time during the holiday open house, we do with the chamber, we have the holiday display contest
Yeah.
with all the businesses.
Yeah.
So even doing
Yeah.
Well, and
something
one
like
thought
that.
I had, again, I mentioned at one meeting too that I'm working to collaborate with Exeter Fine Crafts and Sarah Koff to do a commemorative poster, right? Which would be really beautiful. But I'm wondering, because the reason I mention that is because coming up with themes, right? And I think you and I talked about that briefly, like, when you throw something out to artists or whatever, you don't want to say, this is the theme, but more like, what is, we need to come up with that question, actually.
Yeah.
What is American, I don't know, what does independence mean? What is that one question that is open-ended enough that folks can interpret it in their own creative way?
Well, I think where democracy happens is a good theme. We use it here. We really want to promote Exeter as being open and.
But is that,
There were some themes that the state was, they're in the past meeting minutes, I don't have them with me, but some ideas that they had come up with. It had to do with, the continuing quest for freedom or something like that.
Right.
That's the bad wording, I can't recall what it is.
but I'd like to
exactly.
come up with something open, as a question,
Yeah.
right? So that, artists or whoever can interpret it in their own way. So let's think about that as well.
And you're talking to the person at Exeter Fine Arts.
Yes. It's Sarah Cott, but that's separate. But I was also wondering, so like, for example, we know, and these are some dates we need to get on here, is the date of the Chili Fest, for example, next,
October 4th.
that's this year?
Mhm.
But are we also gonna make sure we put it on?
Oh, yeah, we can put it on the calendar for next year as well.
Right, so, look it up. So I need people sending me dates so that we can get these on the calendar. So it's like the Chili Fest, the holiday parade, right?
Festival of Trees.
Right.
Also, how about during the holiday period where, I think it's the chamber puts out the luminaries?
No,
That's
that's.
Rotary.
No, the
that's
Rotary.
Rotary,
Yeah.
that's such a nice thing.
That is,
I mean,
yeah,
it-
that's Christmas Eve, though.
It's Christmas
So the
Eve, I'm just
holiday
wondering how we could
parade
loop them
would be
into
the
this, because it's
6th.
such a
The
nice.
holiday
I
par-
think, because
Well,
it's
John-
usually
we
the
can get
Saturday
the
after.
John Ring's part of the
Festival of
Rotary.
Trees.
so-
Okay.
And the Festival of the Trees is the 3rd and the
As is
4th.
Julia.
Is the 3rd
And
and
the
4th.
4th.
All right, and the holiday parade is, I'm sorry, you said is 12/6?
Well, it's the Saturday after, so the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we putting that on, I guess, this year and next year? I mean, we
I think we should go next year.
go next year, not this year?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
never
don't want to
mind.
get people confused with.
So just go with 2026?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so
Okay.
Susan, that,
That's
all right, so
2022.
we don't need to worry about that quite
Okay.
yet then. It's a little, so only we're good, that's good to know. We're really going to focus on 2026 with everything kicking off.
I think having our flyers and the book card thing saying, save your vacation weeks for Exeter,
Okay.
that's
So
timely.
one thought I had, Susan, and, and that's actually good because it won't apply for this year's Festival of Trees, but for next year, for 2026, is would Festival of Trees consider a themed decoration of trees? And it can be, doesn't have to be red,
For
white, and
next year,
blue,
yeah, good idea.
you know? It can maybe, whatever it is.
We have a meeting soon for this year's, but.
And we don't know what the question is yet, you know?
No.
But that's why it needs to be open-ended enough so not everything is, you know,
Yeah.
red, white, and blue. And
Yeah,
I think it, you know, I
Yeah.
think it needs to be open to interpretation. I
Yeah.
think that's what democracy and independence really means.
Yeah, I need that for the Seacoast Arts summer project that they did.
Oh, okay.
Because they do a thing where they raise funds for students'
Okay,
scholarship.
that's good. So the theme, we need it for that too. So we need to talk about what that theme is and figure that out for next year. Okay. Okay.
Which reminds me, I have to do my painting.
Okay. All right, and we are at 11:01. Is there any other quick member updates?
So I'm not going to be here at our next meeting, so
September 2nd?
somebody will need to take the minutes.
Okay. Anyone volunteering to do that?
I might be a few minutes late, so I'm probably not the right person.
Okay.
I can barely scribble. So
I can
that leaves you,
scribble.
Barb.
Yes, that's me. Okay, I'll do my best.
Thank you, Barbara. I know. Anyone who does the meeting minutes
Oh,
is,
John, he's not here.
yeah, we'll nominate John.
I have an idea just for next time for a youth project, which is, I was talking to someone about what they did for the bicentennial in their town, like doing a time capsule with the youth.
Yeah.
And like
Oh,
burying
yeah.
it somewhere.
I
I
like
think that could be a
that.
fun,
So
because they
let's
get to
add that.
decide what did they put in it.
Yeah, I love
Their
that.
old
A youth time.
iPad or something.
Yeah.
And we could maybe collect, starting in January, start collecting things in some common location. Maybe it would be the library or whatever, or here.
And have like a committee of youth who like decide what goes in, what
Oh, yeah.
doesn't.
And where it goes.
Susan knows about youth committees.
Did we rule out a time capsule?
A
I
big
think-
one, yeah.
I think we did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have one for the 300th, right?
But what about a youth one? What do you think about that?
I mean, you could do one,
I
but
love
you,
them.
you don't have to bury it somewhere. You could
Right.
just store it.
Put it on the,
What if we
the
want
cloud.
to bury it?
Yeah, we don't have to bury it.
We don't have to.
You know, it can
It was
just,
just an idea.
it can just
No.
be, you know, I mean, I have an archives. You can stick it in the Historical Society archives and say, open it in, what do
Okay.
you want, 50 years?
I mean,
I have a Girl
what I
Scout
did-
one sitting in there.
What I
so-
did for the high school is I literally bought a camp trunk.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I don't
I-
have that much space.
well, no, but that's what, trust me, it didn't get full.
Yeah.
But the idea is particularly because of COVID, that's when my daughter graduated, was, think of something, this was a graduating class, and then the first class, that kindergarten class, then, whatever, when they graduate, they get to see how
What
they
was in it.
reflected on that, their
That's
childhood.
cute.
Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they wrote messages and notes and things like that, and I probably could have done with a box this big,
Those are fun.
but, so I think maybe a
I
youth
have a,
one,
I have a trunk.
how big is it?
I have one that's this size and I have one that's,
Yeah, well, so maybe we'll take a look at that, but I like the idea of it, and, yeah, we're right, we don't need to bury
It doesn't
it,
need to be buried.
yeah.
You know what I'd love to see is, and I know we already talked about this, is a reenactment group for youth, that the youth would learn how to do that. And then they could perform.
Like a clinic, kind of, or like a
Yeah,
camp?
yeah.
Maybe
that's-
Pine Street Players could do a play at the town hall during this time that
Yeah.
Love that.
was, I don't know,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that reflected
Uh-huh.
independence.
Yes, and that's the kinds of lists I want to put together so that, like, I'll be honest, I love the idea of working with Exeter Fine Crafts and AIM and doing this art show that they do. So I'm happy to champion that and go after it. Maybe someone, maybe you're interested because you love the idea of Pine Street Players and, talk to them. Those are the they do it, but we kind of help facilitate or just kind of help bring them
Tie
in.
in.
and
with that.
advertise.
Yeah.
We could make it silly, too. I mean, I always thought it would be fun to get a group of students, high school age, who would have a competition to see who could do the best interpretation of Tabitha Tenney finding out that George Washington has died, because it's very specific what she did. She was the kind of person who made sure that things were done cautiously. So she found out that George Washington died. She was informed of this. And she had a very expensive mirror in her hand. She walked across the room, put the mirror down, went over by the bed, arranged her clothing, and then passed out. I just think it would be really fun to see like 7 or 8 kids just do their interpretation
Yeah.
of that
So
in a
let's
contest.
bring your ideas. I
Best
mean, I love
Tabitha
this.
Tenney.
Yeah.
Let's bring these
Impersonation.
ideas. I mean, we've talked about a lot of them before when we looked at the 250th, but I think there's creative collaborations
Yeah.
where we
Right.
can bring people in and they can get, it like gets their wheels turning and it wants to get them involved.
And then maybe the choral society? that
Yeah.
They
Oh,
could do,
yeah.
they could do the concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's so many,
They could do it.
and that, but it's gonna, the ideas are there, so then, but some of us are gonna need to do that
Yeah.
outreach to
Yeah.
make, right?
Yeah.
You know that fiddle group that
The
comes?
fiddle ensemble, yeah.
Yeah, they're great too.
They
Yeah.
are really good. Yeah,
And
we've
it,
got
this is
fantastic.
stuff that can happen all year, just
Yeah.
using our brand. That's it, just be part of the 250. Okay. Meeting adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everybody. And Susan, I hope you will
Oh,
consider joining.
Thank you
us.
for tuning
Oh,
in
guys,
to Exeter TV. Exeter TV is the town's public and government access channels, available on Comcast Channels 6 and 22. Channel 6 is your channel. If you have an idea for a program, want to host your own talk show, or submit a film, we're here to get your content on television. On Channel 22, we bring you live and replay coverage of government meetings and other town updates. A third channel, Blue Hawk Media, is operated by SAU 16 and can be found on Channel 8, with all your school sports, events, and meetings. You can watch Exeter TV online at exeternh.tv, Apple TV, and on Roku. Find us on social media for extra content. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell to get notified about live streams and new content. Tune in to our platforms every other Friday to watch the Exeter Biweekly Report, with recaps of recent events, updates from town departments, and messages from nonprofits in your area. If you head to our website, exeternh.tv, we invite you to sign up to our newsletter to receive monthly updates about new content, upcoming meetings, and more. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch Exeter TV and hope that you tune in to our other content as well.